that. We have to get into part 2. All I can say is I don't know. This has happened lately. I don't know what to say. It's just a YouTube situation. Anyways, like I was saying, you guys are being definitely shown some kind of a major commitment. Now, I do see the masculine kind of running away from this, scared even, because this is intense emotionally. And it's kind of like, I'm confused. I want you, but I don't want you. I desire you, but I shouldn't desire you. I feel like you're the right one, but there's something else holding me back, mentally, friends-wise, whatever. And it's like, finally my emotions are coming to the surface and I don't like them. So I know this is hurtful, you know, and I don't know why this person's going like this. But all I know is what the cards are telling me. And this person has definitely the truth, a lot of emotions coming to the surface about you, which are good feelings. Even reminders of the past, reminders of what you guys used to have, maybe reminders about his or her mom, or reminders of just good things. And it's like, even though good things come up, it's like, I shouldn't do this, you know? So there's this, I don't know, like a rule or a regulation or just some kind of a thought or an idea, you know? But there's such powerful forces here. We look at the major arcanas, the Chariot, the Moon, and the Hierophant, and it's like stronger than anything else is this powerful drive, like literally a strong, powerful, destined energy that this is fate. What's ironic is when fate happens, it's going to keep popping up. It's almost like you have a choice to get on the ride, but the ride keeps showing up. And I guess the movie I kind of work with movies, guys, forgive me, but the movie that comes to mind, and I'm sure most all of you have seen it, is in that Avengers movie it's a Doctor Strange movie. And he's trying to stop time because something bad happened to a lot of people that shouldn't have happened. And this time, I guess it's like a universe, some kind of a very powerful force. I don't remember exactly what the energy was, but it was kind of like a genie or something. It was this very powerful force that controlled time and could create time warps, time loops. This energy could burst into different dimensions and destroy entire worlds and timelines. And so this entity was coming in to destroy Earth and to destroy a timeline. And Doctor Strange came up and he tried to stop him, but he realized he couldn't stop what was already being created. It wasn't Thanos, it was this very large kind of universal face in the stars. It was a powerful source in Doctor Strange. It wasn't even human-like, and it wasn't small like a human. It was huge. And so it was like a planet. It was a very big force. And Doctor Strange kept coming up against this force in a time loop. And then the force was like, I'm going to keep killing you. I'm going to keep on killing you. And he kept stabbing him with whatever universal strikes he kept throwing into him. And he said, that's fine. You can keep killing me, Ten of Swords. You can keep killing me over and over again. But here's the deal. I'm going to be here. And every time you kill me, I'm going to come right back. And I'm going to keep coming back forever, if that's what it takes. And I'm going to keep getting killed over and over again forever, if that's what it takes. But I'm going to stop you from destroying my world, Earth. And he was like, you can't stop me. I'm powerful. I'm just going to keep killing you. He's like, yeah, but here's the deal. If I keep coming back distracting you, and I can't control time, but I can distract you every moment of every second that you exist, then in a sense, in a weird way, I am controlling time. Because no matter what you do, you're going to see my face forever. So you may have control over what's going on, and I don't have control to stop it, but I have control to keep showing up right now in this moment over and over in a time loop. It was a time loop spell forever. And so this entity was like, oh my God, you've outsmarted me. You've bested me. You've got me. Like, you can't control me. You have no power over me. You can't force me to do anything. And there's nothing you have that I want except to escape this prison of eternity with you over and over again. God, you're smart. And Dr. Strange was like, yep, you got to play the cards that you've been dealt. You know, I can't force you to do what I'm asking you to do, but I can persuade you. I can ask you. I can bug you until you've decided. And so anyways, I'm sharing that movie moment with you because I kind of feel that way in this reading for you guys, whoever I'm reading for. And it's like the universe with fate, with the Six of Cups. It's like you can do whatever you want. You have every choice. Two of Swords. I am not and I cannot, free will, I cannot force you to choose this soulmate or to choose this path or to choose this destiny. Like, I can't even force you. That's totally on you. It's totally up to you. But I have the power of influence. And I will keep showing up, Six of Cups, every month or every year or every other year, whatever it is. Like, I will keep showing up in your life over and over to show you what your destiny is, what your path is supposed to be, what you've agreed on as a little soul before you came here, to remind you, and you know who's reminding you? Your higher self. This isn't even God or the angels or the guides. A lot of us think there's some higher power that orchestrates our lives. Like they're up there pointing fingers and saying, do this, do that. When in reality, it's our higher self playing God, kind of orchestrating the lesson for our own soul. So we are the genie of our own universe. So what you're dealing with right now is your higher self and this person's higher self. And if you are both twin flames or soulmates, there is this energy of being one, in a masculine and feminine source. So it's like one higher self up there that's just like, hey, I'm the Alpha and the Omega. I am the all. I am the one. You are pieces of me pushed out. So I have power and control over my own time loops here. And so it's like you're controlling your own path. And both of you are on this path together, which is why you have the Chariot. Okay? So the Chariot is like, okay, we're on this path together. And you may want to go in one direction and I may want to go in another direction, but we are the one Chariot. And funny because the Chariot represents the energy of three, higher self, masculine, and feminine. Boom. There's the Holy Trinity right there. And so we have this, we're moving now. We're going in the same direction now. Are you aligned with me? Okay, are you aligned with me? And so in sense, you are stopping yourself with these reminders. Does that make sense? Like, I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I did that. I'm just tired. It's late. But there is you, the feminine, or there is you, the masculine, and there is the higher self. The three of you, in essence. And you alone knew what you came here for, and the lessons and the karmic battles to fight. And that's why this person is going to keep showing up. And actually, there is this thing circling around social medias right now that says your soulmate is not your opposite. It's not always your yin and your yang. It's not the one that completes you. It's not this Disney lover. Okay. It is the one that keeps showing up time after time after time, triggering you and showing you you haven't mastered yourself yet. That is the soul mate. And that mate is there for your soul. So take apart that word, my soul and my mate. They're friends. They're working together. So your soulmate is here with you to teach you these lessons as you, as a higher you, and as it's weird, but it's like all connected. And that's the chariot. And so, yeah, this person is going to keep showing up in some sense till you master yourself. You may have noticed the energy of this soulmate in other people. It's almost like this energy of your soulmate is not necessarily the body of this other human, but the spirit that is inside these humans, the spirit that travels with you. So you might just sense there's a spirit, not that it's a ghost or, this person's, what I mean by spirit is essence. There is an essence of your soulmate, and you'll see it in patterns. So here's this soulmate. You've seen him before. You've seen her before, maybe in other people, maybe just in this person. I don't know, but it's going to keep showing up. And for your person and for you, this is exhausting for you. Like, if you're the feminine, you're like, I need a break, honey. I need a long nap. I need a rest. I need a break from all of this. I need a break from fighting for this. I just can't. I just want to be in a relationship with myself. I just want to run a business or be successful. And I just want to have a relationship with spirit or with my higher self. I just want that. I'm no longer seeking all of this recognition or a marriage or commitment. Like, you're like, I'm just not seeking it anymore. I'm very tired. And what you're really seeking, Sagittarius vibes, is soul seeking. So the feminine is soul seeking. So you're just like, I just want to be on my own, soul seeking. I just want to grow myself. I want to love myself. I want to know myself. I just want to be with myself. And you're really in love with that facet of life right now because, and here's just the bitter truth, the divine feminine is mentally exhausted. This has been mentally draining. I'm sure it's been emotionally draining and physically, I'm sure. But more than anything else on the scale, it's been mentally draining. And so this is just pull back, get into a spirit. Now, how does that affect your partner who's over here feeling some very strong emotional vibes with you? This man or this woman in masculine energy is here super emotional, like super in feelings. Okay, really going through those heartfelt, there's like some kind of a vibration upgrade. Maybe you've noticed, and if you haven't, that's okay. But maybe you've noticed that your partner, your masculine, has upgraded their emotional self in some way. That they are now more in tune, intuitively, and in their heart and emotions. And you've noticed, and I think you have, because I think that all feminines here, the queens, are intuitive, and you have noticed, okay, you are definitely in your feelings. At the same time, this person has made you aware that they have strong feelings for you. This person is running away. And to be honest with you, your response to this person running away is, I don't have time for that. I'm far too busy to have time to chase you, pursue you. No. And I think that's where we're at in this reading. It's like, I'm glad you're in your emotions. That's great. Okay, I feel it. I know it. I'm your twin, or I'm your soulmate. I feel you. I see you. But I will not chase you. I will not pursue. I am not in pursuit of you. And this is kind of the energy, if you want me, you know where to find me. That's where you're leaving it. I hope I'm right, guys. I hope that's what I'm really picking up on, but I think I am. Yeah, feminine's like, if you want me, you know where to come get me. Okay, but there will be no chasing. Let's get some... Oh, New York, I'm so glad that's resonating. So I'm going to clarify these vibes with the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot for the Oracle here. Thank you, Transformation Queen. Look what I saw, the Hermit. It came out for a reason. Just a little hint. But let's clarify the masculine energy. Because you're going to leave this alone. You're like, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I will not stir the pot. Okay? I'm done. I've learned and I've grown. Not stirring the pot. There will be no chasing. And masculine, you're over here like, uh-oh. Feminine is a challenge. And I mentioned it earlier, remember? With the King of Wands, there's a challenge. A little bit of a competition even maybe. Maybe you're going to be up against a competition. Let me tell you, masculine, there is King of Pentacles out there ready for that queen. And if you want to be a King of Wands, that's not the key to the Queen of Pentacles hearts. They need commitment, stability, and fidelity. Okay? Stability and fidelity and commitment. That's what they want. And your feminine says, bring it. Bring it. Bring in the fidelity. Bring in that strength in Four of Wands, that marriage, that union, that commitment. Show me how committed you are to this, because I'm not going to be pursuing anymore. Somebody worth having is not easy to get. And, the Divine Feminine's not going to be easy to get anymore. This is going to be a challenge. Let me tell you why it's challenging, though, masculine. Like I said earlier, if you watched part 1, please go to my channel here on YouTube and click live on my channel. Click live. That's where the other videos are all at. They're not under my main page. They're under the live. So please go check those out for more videos. But in part 1, we said, you have made me comfortable, 9 of Pentacles, with being with myself. Not me, the reader, but I'm speaking here in terms for the feminine. You have made... the feminine says to the masculine, you've made me very comfortable being on my own. And now that I've gotten to experience singleness and independence and a relationship with self, you're going to have to compete with my peace. And the only way you can come back in is with peace. That's a very tough competition. So masculine, I'm not here being a typical person reading like, oh, there's another man coming in, or there's another woman, or there's some other relationship invading the situation that you're going to have to compete with. No, not today, not in this reading and not with this person. This person says it has nothing to do with another human that you have to compete with. You're going to compete with my peace. And that, my friend, may be one of the hardest things to compete with when you have met a strong and independent, happy individual that is perfectly content in their own energy and space. That is probably the most difficult of challenges to overcome. And to win somebody's heart like that, you're really going to have to bring something strong. And it's not just your wand. We talked about it. Your wands may have been satisfactory however many years ago, maybe 9 years ago or less, whatever, give or take. Your wands may have been okay then, but they're not now. You can't just bring chemistry to the table or romance to the table, passionate, intense lovemaking to the table. Friendship can't even just come to the table. You know, this is friendship here, and this is romance, and this is a good connection, but there's more. And it's like, you need to bring more. I'm no longer interested in what you have to offer. So anyways, masculine, what does the universe want to tell you about this situation? In fact, what does the universe want to tell you guys and ladies about the masculine and kind of where he's headed here, or she, with the Chariot? You love this reading? I'm so glad. Thank you, Transformation Queen. Spirit, please use these oracle cards to show me what we need to know about the masculine's journey to come. Like, just throw out a card here. Journey to come. There's something about the energy of 3. I was just going to pick one. I'm going to trust my instincts on this one. Spirit said the energy of 3. Okay, bottom of the deck is the World. Accomplishment, celebration, and completion. That's good news. And it's good news. The masculine is going to complete a cycle, just like the feminine over here, 10 of Swords and broken karmic cycles is all about completion. So we do have some synchronicity here. All right, let's reveal the 3 that the universe wanted me to reveal. Masculine journey is the 9 of Fire. Protection, preparedness, and resilience. This is about not giving up. This is followed by, well, in reverse, ironically, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna take it in reverse. The 8 of Water in reverse. Here it says searching, empowerment, and fulfillment. So we'll get to that, but there's in reverse, followed by the Ace of Swords in reverse. And this is inspiration, communication, and adjustments. So we have this energy of don't give up, masculine. You've been a liar, because the Ace of Swords in reverse is a lie. It's also denial. That's what it is in tarot, okay? And then you have the 8 of Cups, which is seeking something for the self because you're not happy with what you have. And you're leaving a relationship, and you're leaving something that you once really cared about in search of self-fulfillment. But in reverse, it's like you can't walk away from something that you still love. Hear me out, guys. The masculine is learning 9 of Wands. You're a wounded warrior, and you may have wounded this situation, but you need to complete your BS. And you should not walk away from someone that you still love. You should not let them walk away from you if you still love them. You will be lying to yourself if you walk away. You will be in denial of your feelings and emotions if you leave this connection. You will be a liar to yourself and to this person and to other people about who you really are. Hey, The card said it, not me, guys. And guess what? I opened it directly to the Eight of Water. This is about spiritual growth, pursuing your life purpose, letting go of the past, and making some changes. We know this may seem like a scary moment in your life, masculine. In your heart, you probably know the choice is the absolute right one. So there's an inner voice, masculine, Two of Swords. In your heart, you probably know your choice is the absolute right one. But you're still acting a fool. Your heart, you're not quite giving in. You're being a little combative. So, don't worry. You are not on this path all alone in the world. Your angels and guides and your higher self is with you. And your team is excited for your future and whatever challenges that this might represent. This is not a bad moment. This is a learning moment. So whatever is making you scared here, don't be so terrified. Let's get your spiritual AF message. What is it you need to know about yourself? Show me the divine masculines needing to know themselves. Like, what do they need to know? What do they need to know? Divine masculine. This one. The wound is the place where the light enters you. That's deep, actually. Kind of poetic. The wound is the place where the light enters you. So it's like you have a hole in your heart. You have a pain, a wound, and a suffering that no one else can see because it's in the shadows. And then this light, which is truth, enlightenment, and healing, comes into that shadowy place and wants to heal that wound. But that's what you're running from, and that's what you've been hiding. I don't have the wound. I'm not hurt there. Don't look at the wound. But that's where the healing begins. Pick one time in your life where you've been hurt and ask how that pain made you kind of golden. Did it make you more of a tender-hearted, compassionate human? Did it open your heart up where you were once very closed down? Did that heartbreak lead you to a beautiful connection with spirit? Or maybe your feminine? Can you just get a little teensy tiny bit grateful for some of the very painful things you've experienced because of how beautiful it made you? Yeah, look at you. You're like a wounded disco ball inside. And ironically, we do have the Wounded Warrior, Nine of Fire. So usually that's a man with a bunch of bandages and a staff. He can't even stand on his own 2 feet. He's barely making it. Like he's just standing and ready to fall over. But he hasn't, very William Wallace. I'm tired and I'm hurt, but I'm not going to give up. Anyways, Spirit says you are going to accomplish this lesson because you're not alone. And you may be very confused right now, and you're going to sit in that. You're going to sit with that. That's fine. And whatever's going on over here simultaneously with your feminine as shutting you down, cutting this off, that's what they need to do. That's what they need to do their part of whatever's going on with their healing. You need to not worry about that and let that go, because here's the truth. Whatever's meant to be yours will be yours. Period. And this feminine who is meant for you will show up again. Somehow, some way, some magical way, some very beautiful moment. And that is the spiritual. Six of Cups, where fate and the angels will bring you together again. So there is absolutely no reason to worry that I've lost her or him forever, and I've ruined this for good, and it's permanently destroyed, or I better make a choice, because if I make the wrong one, this is going to cut this out forever, and this is detrimental. No, Spirit's like, it doesn't really matter what you pick. It's going to lead you to the same destination. Just like Doctor Strange and the time loop guy. It's like, go ahead, you can keep killing me multiple ways, but I'm going to keep time looping right here. Hey, how's it going? Back again. Boom, struck down, killed. Okay, great. Boom, hi, hey, how's it going? Back again. It's like, do you want to do this time loop? Okay, let's do it, Go ahead, take a whack at it. Take a whack at it. It's going to keep showing up. And that's kind of what's going on. So, it's like, really, to be honest, there's no wrong answer. Your masculine couldn't choose a wrong way if he tried. Or she tried. Like, they couldn't choose a wrong way if they tried. It's not even about the choice. It's just about the growth. And from what the cards have been telling me with the world, they are ultimately going to complete this lesson. And that's what Spirit says. Spirit's like, I see it. I see it coming. And look who's coming. Oh, got goosebumps. King of Water. Compassionate, understanding, and trustworthy. Spirit's like, oh, you're going to get through this, honey. You're going to conquer this difficult season, and you're going to go all in your feelings. Oh my gosh, are you going to go all in your feelings, masculine? King of Water. And it's going to be so ooey gooey, because you're going to just fall into your emotions. 9 of Water, wishes, dreams, and happiness. But more than anything, it's about self again, the number 9. And masculine, you're just going to be all warm in your feelings. Like there is a big rush and a dive and a plunge into the emotions. That's where you're headed. It is. You are headed nowhere but to water. The world is Pisces, water. The chariot is Cancerian, water. And the 9 of Water, the 9 of Cups, is Scorpio, water. You are headed for water any way you go. So you can go left, you can go right, you can go straight, you can go backwards. You are in a time loop, masculine, and no matter where you go and what you do and which choice you choose, the destination will be you're headed for your emotions. That storm is coming, and there is no avoiding it. It's just coming. That's it. That's all. And that's why the World card is also there, saying there's nothing you can do about it. The world of emotions and the weight of the world that you've built is on your shoulders, and it's coming, and you're going to have to deal with it. And what I'm hearing with the world is almost like the birth of a baby. When that baby is coming into the world and you're going to give birth, there is no stopping the birth. You cannot say, now's not a good time, let's do this again tomorrow. When the body is ready to give birth, it is ready to give birth, and not a damn soul or angel could stop that birth. There's no miracle in the world that could stop that birth. And you're about to give birth here, honestly. And there's no stopping it. So get ready, masculine. This is a good thing. The birth hurts. And we do have very painful things going on here. And this is going to be a little painful. It's going to hurt you. It's probably hurting your feminine in some way, shape, or form. But it's coming. And it's coming. It's coming fast. And it's surely going to arrive. King of Pentacles. It's coming fast. So, The past is going to come back and kind of rear its little head into the situation. It really is. Yeah. So, masculine, that's what you have going on, honey. Get ready for that. You cannot run away. Well, you're not going to really be able to really enjoy running away from something that's meant for you. You are divinely connected to this person. Mind, body, soul. It's part of you. You can't run away from this the same way a river can't stop flowing one direction. Just can't. It's going to keep flowing. There's no running away from this. Okay. We're going to go ahead and clarify the divine feminine now. So I hope you're ready for that, oracles. Let's get into the feminine, who's perfectly content on self. Big breath. Spirit, what do you want to say to the feminine? What is it the feminine needs to know? What is it? A song is coming to my mind. I don't know the name or the author. But I'm hearing grow old again with me. Grow old again with me. I don't know why I'm hearing grow old again with me. I feel like you've done this before. You've had a lifetime with this person. So it's grow old again with me. I don't know. And maybe the words changed in my mind, but that's what I'm hearing. It is a melody and it is a tune. But Spirit says you may be fine on your own and you're great on your own. But someday you're going to want to kind of grow old with someone. That may not be a concern right now because you're strong and you're independent and you're enjoying your body and your peace. And you've needed this for a long time. But there is going to come a place and a time in your life where you're going to want to grow old with somebody, a companion, a friend, a soulmate. You're going to want that. And Spirit says, you know, your independence is temporary. It really wasn't meant to be forever. We as humans were created to have a partner. We just were. Since the beginning of our creation, we were made for each other. And yes, there's going to be times alone, breaks alone, places in our lives where we're alone. And we need to have that part of the journey. But I guess Spirit's saying, I want you to remember you weren't created to be alone permanently. And I feel like some feminines needed to hear that, whether you're male or female. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Fire. The feminine is a firecracker. Opportunity, creativity, and action is the overall energy for you. New, fiery, passionate, fun, and creative beginnings await. Wow. Oh my God. You guys got all major arcana. All of it. First one out again is the Wise Counselor, which is the Hierophant. Both of these stand for marriage, commitment, union. They do. And that's why Spirit said you're going to want to grow old with someone in the future. But belonging, learning, and traditions. You, Divine Feminine, are a traditional man or woman. And although you may be living an alien lifestyle to what tradition is, your heart of hearts, which is an old soul, and all old souls are traditional, you have your own set of traditions inside of you that still live there, that still dwell, and want to express themselves creatively with the Ace of Wands. You want in your heart of hearts to celebrate an anniversary. You in your heart of hearts want that wedding. You in your heart of hearts want to share a domain or a last name or a bed with someone. You in your heart of hearts want to hold hands and feel that loving vibe and chemistry from someone. You want to hold that love in your eyes and in your mind and in your heart. So when you look at someone and someone says, "Tell me your greatest love story," you want to be able to have tears of joy come out of your eyes and say, "God, I loved this person so much." You want to be 100 years old and telling your story. "I loved this person so much. Let me tell you our wild ride." So in your heart of hearts, and the Spirit knows your heart even more than you do. He says, "I know your heart, and I know that you're okay right now, and that's a wonderful place to be, and I'm proud of you. And yes, be there." Again, you're not doing anything wrong. There's no choice that is wrong. Spirit's like, be here. Be in this. That's good. I'm proud of you. Just don't get bitter. Don't get stuck. Don't get angry. Get wise. Be wise from all of this. And so what you have coming for you is the wise counselor. You, feminine, have stepped up your energy to a very, very intelligent teaching position. And I will say, with the two wise counselors, the high priest, the Hierophant, you may very well in your near future be a teacher, a guide of some sense, a teacher to many or a few, a leader in some sense. You, as a feminine watching me, will lead. And this is not just yourself. This is a group. That's the Hierophant and the wise counselor. That means you have a following. You have a people. You have eyes on you, or you have ears tuned into you. Your experiences reflect and you help others. So this journey has really actually, for the feminine I'm reading for, male or female, brought you to a teaching position, whatever that's going to mean for you. And your story is going to be inspirational and moving to a people. Spirit wants you to know that. Your words are very important in the spiritual realm. The next card here is the Magician. Manifestation and empowerment and preparedness. This is the number one. And it's, again, that ace of fire, the creativity, right? That new beginning. It's anything you want it to be. You have the power to project. Whatever you're going to experience in life from here on out, and you're aware now as a wise counselor and a well-learned person and a well-seasoned and experienced feminine. Spirit says you now have the power to create because whatever's inside of you is pushed out. The type of animals you have, the children you have, the family and friends, and the lover, and the career, they're all mirrors, beautiful, beautiful mirrors of yourself, different versions of you. Your children are versions of you. Your pets are versions of you. Your career is a version of you that you want to be, and you want to be seen like that, and you want to do that, And your lover is a reflection of your wounds, but also your heart, which is a very beautiful heart, I'm assuming. So your person must be very beautiful in some way from the inside out, because he or she is a reflection of you. And if you have any hate, any disdain, anger, or disappointment those are going to be all teachers. All those people are teachers and reflections to your soul about what needs to be mastered in yourself. And even I, being here talking to you on YouTube, am a projection of yourself, reaching out to you through a phone or a computer or a TV or wherever you're watching me from. I'm reflecting you in this moment. You've brought me into your vibration. We're all connected because we all come from one source. So there's the great power source, and then it's spewed off to all of us, but we're all connected. And simultaneously, we're all mirrors. So anyway, Spirit's like, you're being wise, you're being taught, and you're teaching. And remember, the best teachers are not the ones that say, I know it all. I've been there, done that. The wise teachers are the ones that say, I'm still learning. I don't know it all. Those are the ones that are the bringers of light. Because they're not here to show off all their wisdom and show off all their knowledge. The purpose of them in your life as a teacher is saying, light bulb, I just turned a light bulb inside of you on. There's a little moment of spark of creation. There's a thought, there's an idea, there's an inspiration, there's something your soul already knew. I just shined a light on it. That's the teaching part. You're supposed to inspire your students and encourage them and wake them up on the inside as they teach themselves. You're just there to turn that on. You're kind of just a janitor more than a teacher. You're just shining some light, fixing a broken light bulb, you know? So anyway, Spirit's like, yeah, you can do whatever you want, and you're going to be led to some very wise teachers. So you might go back to school, you might start teaching, you might just start really getting into learning and reading and growing, and whatever this little journey is, you're going to be inspired. So your path is leading you to inspiration and kind of leading many. It doesn't matter how many, but you're going to be leading many. That's where you're called. So get ready. Spirit says, you're about to manifest. You're going to find some power inside of you, man, that you are just discovering. Ace of Wands, like a little kid that just stepped into a candy store. Oh my God, you're going to discover something, like a light bulb is going to go off, and all of a sudden, all of your dreams are going to start coming true. Anything's possible. Your money situations that you've been stuck in, solved. Problems solved. Issues with children or family, solved. Issues with your body or self, solved. Like all of a sudden, just answers, resolutions, pathways, doors being opened. It's like, it's just a big, wide blessing, really. And it, Spirit's like, I just want you to have faith. What you give to others comes back to you. Encourage other people. Wish them luck. If someone's buying a lottery ticket in front of you, don't say, God, I hope I win the lottery. Grab that person on the shoulder and say, good luck. I hope you win. And get blessed in different ways. This is all about being a cheerleader. That's what the wise counselor does. They're a cheerleader. They inspire and they praise and they cheer people on and they push them to the finish line. And behind them is the angel. Behind them is the divine power that says, I'm going to protect you. You have a voice and a place in other people's lives. You are protected in a sense, and you are well favored. You are well favored. So anyways, you've really grown. You're very, very wise, and I see good things coming for you with the Magician. Then you guys have the Chariot again. I mean, how many times are you going to get the Chariot today? Look at that. Look at that. And here it says willpower, victory, and recognition. You finally see the power in yourself. And I think you've been waiting for this. Confidence. Confidence is back. It's been a long time since you met your old friend Confidence. But through everything that you've been through with your beautiful soulmate or twin flame who has been lovingly reflecting to you the things that you need to master through the lessons you've been through with them, you have finally gotten to a place where you found your confidence again. And this is wonderful. You're feeling very, very good about that. Under this Ace of Fire is the Seven of Earth, okay, which is patience, perseverance, and reassessment of what you're investing your time and energy into. So this is just a reanalyzation of life and saying, where do I need to fix and tweak certain things in my life to be better? So this is like minimalism, decluttering, getting your finances in order, fixing your credit, opening that business or taking steps to do it, taking steps to be healthy, you know, all of this. So this is a big reevaluation of where you're going to invest your time into. And then you have Queen of Swords, which is a brilliant queen. She's experienced and she's humorous in this deck. She's humorous. She has found things to laugh at. She's been through the worst and found that laughing in love is the best medicine. And if you can't laugh at your mistakes or find humor into the problems in life, you're going to be a miserable person. So her wisdom and brilliance is find something to be glad about. She's very Pollyanna in this deck, and I don't know if you guys ever saw Pollyanna from Disney. Anyways, it's a little girl that in the movie always found something to be glad for. And she went around a little town, and everyone that had a problem, she was like, well, I think your problem gave you something to be glad about. And a lot of people were grouchy and were like, oh, I don't want to be optimistic or positive or glad about this. You know, one woman was dying and she's like, what is there to be glad about with dying? You know, and she's, I don't know, I forgot what she told her in the movie, but she told her something. And the woman started being healed because laughter and fun and positivity was healing her. You know, another man was miserable about his life and divorce or death or a separation of his wife and no children. And he said, what is there to be glad about? And he had a dark little house, you know, with no light coming in. And he was just a grouch. And she's like, well, what about all these prisms, these little crystals? That's something to be glad about. You've got quite the collection. And she started hanging all his crystals on the windows and opening up his blinds and saying, look at all the rainbows in your house. Yeah, it's a tiny little thing to be glad about, but it's something to be glad about. And it feels good. And if you can find something to be glad about, that feeling will multiply like magic. And you know, by the end of the movie, everyone was blessed. The old man who was lonely adopted an orphan. The woman who was dying became better. A woman who was lonely found love. You know, a little boy who had no friends found the best friend and a family. I mean, so many good things. And all her optimism and positivity helped people out. And then when she was going through a very dark, bad situation, she fell and was paralyzed. You know, they all came around bringing her gifts and saying there's got to be something to be glad about, and she didn't want to be glad. She thought, I'm done being glad, Ten of Swords. I'm done finding something to be glad about. But somehow in the movie, they all cheered her up and reminded her to be glad even in the worst of situations. And that's the Queen of Air right now. The brilliant optimism. And right now, feminine, you may be in a pickle, Ten of Swords, where there's not a lot to be glad about. But I do believe you are returning to this positivity with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You're going to find something to be glad about. Anyways, it's going to inspire you, and I think you're going to kind of revamp your life. I think you're going to go back to the basics. You're going to go back to what's important, and you're going to minimalize your burdens and your worries. And once you shrink them and you make them smaller, you start getting resolutions. Things are going to move again because you've been kind of stuck. So things are going to move again. So you're being led to this beautiful new beginning. I like that. Thank you so much for the super chat, Missy. Oh, thank you for that. I love it. And the cute little figures there. Thank you so much for that beautiful gift. May you be blessed tenfold for everything that you've given me. Thank you so much. All right. So I feel called to read the Chariot because you guys have gotten it 2 times, and I think that's like, I think it's great. It's probably the biggest message today. It's like we're finally moving. We're finally getting somewhere. Finally getting somewhere. All right, let's see what this little book says about the Chariot. It's your moment to shine. This card indicates that you guys are going to receive recognition for something. And it indicates that amazing things have been accomplished by you. Both of you. Amazing things have been accomplished by both of you. And when you guys find yourself in the spotlight, remember to embrace the warmth and the love that has so deservedly come your way. If you feel uncomfortable with some of the attention that you're going to be getting for a job well done, ask your angels to give you the confidence you need to step forward and accept your reward. You may find yourself called to balance multiple priorities, projects, or even people at this time. Stay centered and stay grounded and avoid the temptation to go into drama about any situation. If you present a calm and collected and positive demeanor, you will experience great success. The angel message is, listen, you're doing a wonderful job. You are really doing a wonderful job, and you deserve positive feedback. And you're going to be receiving good feedback. You don't deserve to always be criticized, told what to do, put down, flaws pointed out. This reading is about positive feedback. This reading is about you're doing a good job. There's no wrong direction. This reading is about you're doing well. And it says, don't allow anything to throw you off course. We are all on your spiritual team, so very proud of you. And the additional message of these cards is absolute clarity of your purpose is coming. And you're going to get a well-deserved promotion financially, emotionally, spiritually, yes. And you may even do some business travel. But remember, remaining calm during challenges is going to give you a big boost forward. And this could even represent modes of transportation. So you guys may be dealing with some kind of a mode of transportation in the near future. You may be making some decisions and choices in purchasing a new vehicle. You may be purchasing a ticket for a trip. But things are going to go moving. You're making good choices. Before you go, I'm going to pull some cards about what you should know about your work and your children, if you have any. Okay? So I want to give you a couple messages about that. And I just want you to have some clarity. Spirit, can you give me a card for career for my viewers? Or let's just split it up. We'll do a career for the masculine and a career for the femme. Show me masculine's career. Any message for the masculine's money, financial situation, or career. So you got the moon, moon again. Moon, moon. Intuition, illusion, and revelation. Bottom of the deck is King of Water. You instinctively know what you need to do with your career. You might be moonlighting. You might have a job outside of your job. Okay? And your intuition is going to give you a revelation about something that you've been kind of not clear about. So, as far as career, you may be having some dreams or some very strong feelings about what to do in your career or business. And you may even need to get a night job. Maybe you have a night job. I don't know, but like you need to get some answers, because as far as career, there's some cloudiness and some haziness. And Spirit really wants you to search your intuition more than the tarot, more than anything. But I'm feeling that you know the answer in your own heart. Like you really know in your heart what you should do. And it's just asking you to follow your heart with this one. Follow your guide and your intuition about career and money, because you instinctively know what to do on the inside. And it's not going to come from your brain, not this time. With your job and career, it's going to come straight from the heart. You're going to need to listen to that voice, the quiet whisper of the inside voice. Listen to it. Okay, we'll get a message about your children, if you have any. Okay. So we have Queen of Earth, gracious, practical, and capable. We have ego, devil card, illusion, dependency, and materialism. There could be an earth sign feminine involved in your children's lives. This could be a teacher, counselor, or mother, or stepmother. They can't be trusted. Devil. They cannot be trusted. Nine of Swords, negativity, worry, and sleeplessness. Queen of Air. Four of Fire. Knight of Earth. Six of Water. Your child misses the past and misses the way things were and is worried about something in the past that wasn't resolved, something that's been lingering. This has been looming over you for years. You knew this day was coming. Slowly but surely, this day was on its way. This child is very concerned about a home situation, prosperity, contentment, and celebration. This is also about a marriage and a union. The child is very concerned about this marriage and union with you. There is someone, could be a teacher, could be a lover, but this Queen of Swords is brilliant, experienced, and humorous, a perfect teacher, and somebody with experience about what this child is going through, be it a divorce, be it a separation, be it issues in normal day life. But this person is out there, and that's like Spirit's like, don't forget there is someone for them to talk to, be it a counselor or a friend or a mom or stepmom or a feminine energy out there of some sorts, because this child is very worried. Anyways, they have sleepless nights, and there's something that's dark, karmic, hanging over them. Part of the problems this child has been suffering with is materialism. Too much is too much. Sometimes you put too much of an emphasis on stuff. If you've taught your child that name brands are important, Nike, Ray-Ban, Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, whatever, like if you put a lot of materialism onto the child, that's stressing the child out. Money and materialism. If you've talked with your child about money problems, we don't have enough money, I'm broke, I'm stressed, or money's no object, money, 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 but no time. You know, pick your poison, which side of the fence you're on, only you'll know. But this child has been bothered by the money talk. And children are not meant to make decisions. What do you want to eat? Where do you want to go? What do you want to have? What do you need from me? Their brains are not built for all these quick decisions. Why in the actual FUCK would you ask your child what to do when they're looking to you for stability? They're looking for you to make the decisions and the guidance. Yes, occasionally asking them something simple is fine, but when your child is suffering or as a whole struggling with foundation, Queen of Earth, it's like, I need you to be my rock. I need you to tell me everything's going to be safe. I need you to create a safe home. I need you to create a safe environment and a safe relationship for me to watch. I need you to create a safe family, and I need you to make good decisions. I'm not looking for you to ask me. I'm looking to you to make those decisions so I can feel safe. Because there's too much freedom here. This child is way too free with the devil card. They have bad friends, bad influences, too much time with friends, too much time on maybe social media, just too much time. Too much time, so there's a big problem. And it's like that needs to be buttoned down and controlled. We need to get to business with this. Sorry, I think my little one just woke up. So I better hurry up and go because it's like 2 in the morning. Shoot, I was probably talking too loud. So I have here the Queen of Earth, which is gracious, practical, and capable. So there's somebody else, you know, out there that is maybe a bigger woman, a full-figured woman, or a wiser woman, maybe you know, whoever this is, that is stable and grounded and can create this safe space. This could be a grandma, this could be your divine feminine, this could be a counselor or teacher, whatever. But stability needs to be had. And you should listen as a masculine on how to create this stability. Anyways, I don't know. That's what I'm seeing with a child. One oracle for what you need to know about your feminine. Please, just one oracle. No. I'm hearing what you want to say to your feminine. One oracle on what you want to say to your divine feminine. Okay. Well, so much for me getting one. They keep giving me more than one. Bottom of the deck is, I recognize myself inside of you. So we are touching base with the mirror talk. We also have 3 cards. Number 1, Divine Feminine, I'm sorry. I never gave you any closure. But I don't want this to end between you and I. And I feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it's all going to fall apart. I'm constantly battling myself about this relationship. Well, we can see that very, very clearly. Definitely, can't we, guys? Masculine is definitely battling himself or herself. And sometimes I feel like it's not possible For you to care as much as you say you do, it's almost like it's not real. It's just fake. And one day the truth will be revealed that you really never really cared. So I'm just trying to stay prepared. So guys, the masculine is a self-sabotager, scared and afraid to be hurt. And that makes sense because sometimes the moon can represent fear. Fearfulness of the dark, fearfulness of feelings, fearfulness of where this could lead. So there is a level of fear. Okay? And that's what your masculine wants to tell you. The big, strong King of Wands actually has some fear about emotions and feelings and feeling vulnerable. So the masculine is sorry about closure. And like I said earlier from the very beginning, part 1, please go back and watch it. They're back and forth with you, but mostly they're running away from emotions and feelings because that's really intense. All right. So anyways, yeah, that's that. What is the masculine going through in the Two of Swords? What is the masculine going through? Please, Spirit, guide and direct with the cards. I only wanted one. I'm going to read what popped out. Number 1, I'm drowning in despair for you. And my mind is torturing me with reminders of you everywhere I go. Tortured. So we have torture and despair. That's what this person is going through with their Two of Swords. And with the Six of Cups, it makes a lot of sense that they are definitely reminded. Okay, I gotta get going. These kids. My son's birthday is tomorrow. My son Daniel. So we're gonna be gone tomorrow. If you guys want to wish him a happy birthday, he's been on my channel a few times. But his birthday's tomorrow, so I gotta get prepared for tomorrow. And then we're gonna have a party on Sunday. It's been a very busy week. My son is gonna be 18. Oh my God, tomorrow. Unbelievable. So he's down there. He can probably hardly sleep. It's the biggest milestone birthday ever. But he's still going to live at home with me. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Yeah, I'll tell him you guys said happy birthday. Okay. So let's get into the feminine real quick as we end. What do you need to know about your career and children, if you have any? And, what do you want to tell your person? So, Spirit, what does the Divine Feminine need to know about money and career? Spirit, please use these tarot cards to show me money and career. For the feminine. Money and career. Money and career. What is needed? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is in reverse, ironically. King of Air. Knowledgeable, objective, and respected in reverse. So there's some things you need to learn about money and career. Like you've got to learn from someone. You don't know everything. It's okay to get advice. And it's very overwhelming, and it's time to get things straight and in order and organized. Here we have the Eight of Earth, which is education, focus, and details. There's a lot of little details that you're going to have to focus on with work. Tiny little things. Addresses, phone numbers, contacts, emails, organization, schedule. Yeah. It's like the tiny details. They matter about success. And there's also other things that you could sell or do or create, smaller things that are tiny that may not seem like they're going to get you anywhere big, but if you spend a little more time on these tiny things, it's going to get you somewhere. This could be little side hustles, little side jobs, selling things, creating things, being creative. These little things are going to bring you more than you thought. So pay attention to the details. Another reversal card, we have Page of Water in reverse about money here. Sensitive, open-hearted, and intuitive. This is, you're not trusting your instincts and you're not listening to the little voice inside of you about career. The inner child may be silenced. Maybe there's younger people that are giving you ideas about work and you're like, I don't need to listen to a younger person. The advice here is actually listening to a younger person could be very helpful. Yeah. And it's also about listening to, again, that intuition, your heart, listening to it. Because it's trying to talk to you, but it's such a quiet voice. It's such a little voice. It doesn't have, it's not being listened to. It's not being heard. So get some advice from maybe some younger people than you, or, you know, don't be so emotional when someone younger than you knows a little bit more than you. And that may go a long way for someone. It's like, God, Jenny from The Office, who's like 20 years younger than me, knows more about this. And I hate to listen to her, you know, or whatever that could be. You know, I used to work for some pretty terrible bosses. A lot of women in an office that just I've worked for that just thought they knew way more than me because they were older. And really, I knew more. And I did a much better job than they did. And I remember one time, power hungry boss, she was the manager of an office that we ran for a very large apartment complex. And I was the assistant manager. And she was about 10 years older than me. Not a lot, you know, but maybe 10 to 15 years older than me. She wasn't that old, you know, but she just had this chip on her shoulder. Like she worked really hard to get where she was at. And she strived in computer skills and business. And damn, she knew how to run, you know, Microsoft, you know, Office like no one's business. She could run that freaking office on that computer, and she knew her numbers. And she knew how to manage that, and she knew how to do all of that. But when it came to people, she wasn't as good as me. And I toured this property with the owners. And part of our property management experience that we were taught and trained was always tour everybody as if they were your boss or as if you were being what we called shopped, which it could be somebody from the business. It could be another apartment complex shopping you. It could be the owners, you know, shopping you, kind of like a secret shopper kind of thing. So it's like always put your best out there because you never know. And so, you know, I always did. And when I toured properties, guys, boy, did I tour properties. You guys see me on here doing tarot, but let me tell you, sometimes I could sell ice to a penguin. I was very good at sales. And when I would tour the properties, I would upsell everything. And I bragged about the granite countertops. And I would rub the granite and I'd say, oh my gosh, this granite is special. This granite was handpicked by our owners who went out of their way to find like the best all the way in Denver, and it's great, and the style just complements the colors of the apartment and the cabinets and the floor. It's perfectly complemented, and what a great price to have such style in an apartment. Very fortunate to have this kind of mind to put this together. Very, very fortunate, very stylish, and you know, not only can you appreciate the aesthetics of how beautiful this looks, but you can cut on it like a cutting board, and it's easy to clean, and it's sharp, you know, and it's just awesome. So people are like, oh my God, I love the granite. I love the granite, you know, and then we'd go into the doorway, you know, of the apartment, and I would stop them and say, wait a minute, wait a minute. We need to appreciate the width of these doors, you know, and it's like, what's going on with the width of the doors? And it's like, these are special doors. These aren't just any doorways. These are special. Have you noticed how extra wide these doors are and how extra tall? These are 9-foot doors, and they have like 2.5 inches extra on each side for every room. And not only that, they're paneled doors with beautiful handles. And I'm like, so this is really easy to move furniture in and out of. You're not going to struggle trying to get your king bed in here or your queen bed or whatever furniture you have. You're not going to have a major struggle. And it means a lot, and it just feels spacious. And you want to pay for a place where you feel very, very comfortable and very spacious. You want to be the king of your castle or the queen of your castle. And these doors just make you feel like royalty. They make you feel important. And so it's very important when you walk into a home, you feel like what you work so hard to pay for every month, that it speaks back to you and it makes you feel good and proud about where you live. You need to be proud. Yeah, there's 10 more apartments you could choose from, and they're all probably nice, but this one is special, just like you. You deserve to be in a place like this. It may be a little bit more in the pocketbook, but it's worth it because you're worth it. You deserve to come home, take your shoes off, and relax in a place like this. You know? So anyways, that's what I would do, guys. So, I mean, I would do that, and I would talk about the property and how great it was and all the amenities and just really upsell everything, you know? And I toured the owners of the building, and I didn't know it. They were investors, obviously, but there's like multiple owners of a very large apartment unit. And they were like, God, we love you, and you are amazing. And we really want you to like kind of show other people how to sell our apartments, because the whole point is we had to lease up. We called it a lease up. We had to lease up, I believe it was 600 apartments, you know, all at once. And so they're putting money in ads, they're putting money out there in signs. They're trying to get people to move in and lease those apartments, even sight unseen. So I am touring people in the model and upselling them to lease an apartment they've never seen. Just some apartment on the property. But if you like this one, you're going to love that one, you know? And so they needed people that could really upsell and really sell people on the idea of living there without seeing it. And so I was really good at that and very descriptive. And, you know, I went on and on. It's better in person. But they were like, we really want to put you in a better position. We really want to put you like into a position where you could train, where you could go to other apartments that we own and kind of help these leasing girls on how to sell and what to do. Because at that point, the manager was the only one telling us what to do. But, you know, this is just my natural gift. And I'm a Gemini. I have Gemini in the 7th house. I'm great at communicating with people and strangers and making friends on a whim. People could walk in the door and I act like I'm their best friend in 5 minutes. And they're very comfortable with me. So, you know, my manager, long story short, my manager was pissed off. Pissed off that the owners invited me to lunch, pissed off that the owners wanted to promote me, pissed off that they complimented me at all and saw any gift in me at all. And she was just angry and shocked that I would even speak to the owners. And she confronted me and she cornered me in a little corner. And she was like, you are not to speak to the owners. You're not. That is not your job title, and that is not your job description. I'm the manager. I speak to the owners. You don't speak to them. And if they invite you somewhere, you decline. If they try to get your number, you don't give it out. Anything. This is my property. I'm managing it, and you have no place. And I was like, wow, that's screwed up, to say the least. you know, and it was in a crappy position because I'm working for the company in which they put her in charge of me. And that's the company that the owners hired to do the job. So the owners were not by any means my employers. They were just the ones that hired my employers. So I was in a crappy position. And, you know, in a nutshell, it ended up to where I was disappointed. I had to kind of stay quiet. I had to back down, bow down to the manager. And, you know, again, this is what happens in the workplace with the hierarchy of age. So sometimes with this card, and I'm talking to the feminines, male or female, you know, you can, if you're in a position of power, remember you can learn something from someone younger than you. Just because you're older doesn't mean I've achieved everything more than they did. Sometimes younger people are gifted. Listen to them. Don't get in your own way and don't act like a know-it-all and that you've learned everything. There's nothing left to learn in the business or the career that you've picked. There's more to learn. And so this is be open-minded and open-hearted and take advice and be flexible and moldable. And that's really what this Page of Cups is all about. It's like, let us mold you into something in the career. Okay? Don't be so stubborn where we can't help you grow. So whether it's you're owning your own business or you're working for someone, be moldable and be open. And so anyways, yeah, don't be a King of Swords in reverse. Don't be a stick in the mud. Be willing to work hard, be diligent, take advice, and be willing to grow. And mostly in business, what I see is you're probably going to be working really, really hard and long hours. So get ready for a crunch, because what Spirit sees coming up for you with career and business is a lot of work. A lot of work, and it's a lot of diligence and tedious details. You're going to be okay. You're going to master the details. It's going to frustrate you. And you're probably not very good at whatever details you're having to do, but you're going to learn and you're going to grow from these details. So get ready to pull up your sleeves, ask for some help, and grow in the small, minute details. It's not always the creativity and the big picture that goes places. Sometimes it's the tiny work. Anyways, that's for career for the feminine. Let's get a message for children. Sorry, I went on and on about my story. I didn't mean to do that. Gemini problems, too much talking. That's why my voice hurts. Okay. That was years ago. That was a decade ago. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see more. Show me about the children for the Divine Feminine. Please, Spirit, use these oracles to show me about the children. What does the feminine need to know about the feminine children? King of Fire. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Fire. Okay. You're being tried by your children. Oh my God, is there a Leo in your house? Jeepers Louise. Fire, 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 fire. Woo! That's a lot of fire. Knight of Fire, Strength, Seven of Fire, King of Fire. You also have Queen of Water. Oh my goodness gracious. A lot of emotions, but a lot of arguments. The children are stressed. They definitely feel a lot of resistance, and they may be testing your boundaries. You may have also been lately irritated and stressed out with your kids, and they feel the tension from your world being upside down, and that's affecting them. So you have a very strong presence in their life, very big, loud, roar like a lion presence in their life. And you're a little bit, you know, as a parent should be, you are a little bit controlling. King of Wands, Strength. You know, this is like, I'm strong, I'm powerful, you know, I have authority. But the reminders here is be an authority with love, be an authority with patience, be in control with compassion, and teach them how to regulate. teach them how to be at peace. And the best way to teach them is to show them that you're doing all of that. And so your intensity and your lack of regulation has affected them, whether this is the past with your children or the now. But your situation has affected them. That's what I'm feeling. And they're very resistant to learn from you, to listen to you, because they kind of see you as a mess in some sense. This isn't for everyone. This is if you have children, this is the advice. But this last oracle part is not for everyone. Not everyone has a job. Not everyone has children. So we're just going to take these messages and kind of apply it if it applies. But don't be too defensive about some of the, how do you say, like, whatever your kids are telling you, whatever information they're giving you. Don't be defensive about some of the words they're saying. Like, Mommy, you're always angry. Or, Mom, you don't love yourself enough. Or, Mom, you're always stressed out. Or, Mom, you're very forgetful. Like, don't be offended. Just see that those children who want the best relationship with you as possible are pointing out some things that need resolution. And so it's like, don't be too controlling without love. Like, listen and take positive feedback. And also, your children need to see the strength in you. So this is a time, if you have children, to be strong, to be resilient, to be a rock, honey. You be a strong, 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 strong feminine. They need you to be the strength of the family. They need you to be the King of Wands that says, these are the boundaries, these are the borders, these are the lines, don't cross them. They need to feel that strength from you without the fight. You know, they just need to see that strength. And then things are going to start moving along with you guys, okay? But I think you're going to overcome whatever situation you've had with your children, whatever confrontation, whatever little pushback you've been feeling. You're going to overcome that and hang in there, you know, because you're doing a good job. You're charismatic and you're fun. And I just want to say, one of the things that your kids really appreciate about you is your personality. Your kids think you're a great actor. Your kids think you're a comedian. Your kids think you're funny. Your kids laugh at some of the things you do and say, whether you mean to be funny or not. Your kids think the world of you. They put you on a stage, on a pedestal. They really do. They see you as, wow, you know. They really look up to you, whether they want to admit it or not. And they see the strength in you and they admire you, even if they don't tell you, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I really admire you. I look up to you. You're an inspiration. They're not going to say it, probably, but just know that they feel it. They feel it, they know it, they think it. And they're just trying to find their own way. They're trying to find out who they are as their own person and let them be creative in a safe way. Anyways, that's what I have for the kids. We're going to get what you want to say to your partner. Let's see what cards you get. What does the Divine Feminine want to say to her or his love? Spirit, guide and direct me for what the Divine Feminine wishes to say. If the Divine Masculine was listening, what would the Feminine want to say? Okay. Oops. There's a Ciara song that's coming to my mind, and I can't make out the words. But I know the video, if that makes sense. And she's wearing all black. And she's singing, I'll give my all to you. I'll give my all to you. And she's dancing back and forth, and she has a long microphone, like on a stick, and she's kind of dancing back and forth with the microphone. and on a wall. And she's moving her hips along with a bunch of girls on a wall. But something about I want to give my all to you. So like, I don't know, but that Ciara song came up. We have resentment or anger is blocking your heart chakra. Forgive and let these feelings go. Listen to 528 hertz. So the Divine Feminine says, you blocked me. You, masculine, blocked me from your heart. You're not letting me in. You're not letting me in. You have anger, King of Wands. You have resentment. And it's blocking you from me, getting to me, being with me. Let that control go. Let the anger and resentment of your past life, past relationships, or problems in our relationship, let it go. Forgive. So you're trying to tell your masculine to let go of resentment and anger because that's what's keeping you guys apart, and you're sick of it. You're sick of being blamed. You're sick of being resented. You're sick of the lies, the excuses, and the secrets. And their attitude is blocking your heart from getting to them, and vice versa. You're just like, you're creating a block. You need to let that go because I'm not coming in that way. Bottom of the deck is love yourself first. You cannot expect someone else to love you when you do not love yourself. So you also want to tell your masculine that. And you're just like, you know, being with someone and being their puppet is not loving yourself. Being at a job you hate is not loving yourself. Denying yourself true love is not loving yourself. So you're just flat out telling your masculine, listen, I know you don't love yourself. Maybe you're angry and resentful at yourself, and that's blocking us. But get over it and get on with it. And start being true and honest to yourself. Love yourself. So that's what you want to reflect to your masculine. One more, you're telling your masculine to follow their heart instead of their head in this situation. This will lead you to the outcome you truly desire. So, and that's the Two of Swords, and you're really like, listen, follow your heart, not your head. Last, you're telling your masculine there is someone in their home stealing their energy. And you want your masculine to take some time alone to recharge their batteries and take a break from their situation and their world. And watch out for these relationships or people stealing their energy. So anyways, that's your intuition trying to tell them. So I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, I didn't get your BS card. Divine Feminine, what do you need to know about your spiritual BS? Bottom line, if you ask the universe for signs, believe what's going to show up. At least do them that favor. Next, you are not required to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. Even if that's your grandma, even if that's your neighbor, even if that's your best friend, even if it's your lover, whoever it is, you are not required to burn your dreams to the ground, to drain yourself, to deprive your life to keep somebody else afloat or warm. And if you do make those sacrifices for other people, be wise in your choices about your sacrifices. Because if you're doing these little fires, you're setting all these little fires out for everyone, it's too much. You need to be selective on who you sacrifice your time and energy for. Be selective. No more sacrifices unless you feel it's extremely necessary. Stop sacrificing everything for other people. And you know how you can tell someone is taking advantage of you? You feel like shiznit after giving it to them. That shiznit isn't healthy for anyone. Put the matches down and back away from this little fire. They can get warm all on their own. Now go do something kind for yourself. That's a better service to the world anyways. There you go. There's your spiritual BS. You're welcome, Transformation Queen. I love you guys. This is the conclusion to our reading. Please watch part 1. Go to my channel, click live, and you'll find it. I appreciate you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon, and that really helps me. I have a new channel, Just Tell It Tarot. It's listed in my community section. I need to get on a reading there, but I haven't started yet. I'm waiting for the right time, I guess. Divine timing just hasn't brought me there, and I've really wanted to. So it's going to happen soon, very, very soon, maybe this weekend. But I am offering free stuff over there, so please subscribe. I will only offer free stuff to subscribers on the new channel. And I want you to email me. I listed an email over there to where you can contact me with your story. You don't need to give me personal names. If you do, that's fine. I'll edit it so I don't say it out loud publicly. But I will choose a story once a week or maybe a couple times a week and read that person's situation out loud to help other people that may be in the same situation. And then I will give my intuitive advice, and I will also pull oracle and tarot cards on that situation. So please subscribe and go over there. Once I hit 3,000 subscribers, I will be doing free readings for days over there for people, just trying to get as many new subscribers as I can read on the new channel. So please go ahead and go over there and do that. I would really appreciate you. This channel's been giving me a little flack, a little stuff going on here. Anyways, I just want to see if it's just me, or maybe it's the specific channel. I don't know. Maybe a little juju on here. I don't know. But we're going to go bless that new channel. I'm still going to keep this one alive, but we're going to be doing some different stuff over there, such as reading stories of people. Random, you know, just... It's going to be cool. You'll see. Once the video's up, you're going to like it. And I might be showing more of myself over there also. So if you want to, you know, face reveal, even though I've already done face reveals for you guys, but, you know, some new people haven't seen me. But that will be over there. So I'd appreciate it if you could. And if anyone wants to support me at this time, it's desperately needed, guys. I am super, 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 super a little bit in debt. Helping my grandma out with her house and mine, and it's times have been tight. Like, woo, yeah, YouTube's not been very good to me lately. So it's been hard. So if you guys can support me in purchasing cards, a reading, an astrology chart review, anything, any kinds of tips, thank yous, any love in Cash App and stuff, it is greatly appreciated at this time. So if you find it in your heart to support in any type of way, those are all really great ways. And by next week, we're going to get back on the horse with my shorts, getting shorts back out here for the elements, and doing the 100 Club readings, and doing the free readings for my subscribers. Subscribers from my website, you all get free readings. Just let me know. Anytime I have a 22 readings day or 11/11's readings day, you guys get to have that as a subscriber. So it's $33.33 a month, and you get your free 22s and your free 11/11 cards. Well, one 11/11 and one 22 for free for the Celtics every month. But if you want additional 11/11 cards, you can always pay for 3, 4, or 5 cards, you know, on top. But you will get one at least. So please support me. If you want to be a part of that subscribers club and get the Celtic Cross and the 11s every month, please go over there to my website, www.jks1111.com. Click monthly subscriptions, and you're going to see bonus material there. I have videos you can watch anytime over there. Extra videos that is not put on YouTube. There are other readings. And I did all the zodiacs over there. And so monthly, I am going to be putting all the zodiacs on the subscription page. So if you guys want to know, you know, Aries through Pisces, all the readings monthly, they'll be over there. And I have extra soulmate readings and twin flame readings over there as well. I will also start doing monthly a candle ritual for you guys. We'll do it every month. We can do it on the full moon, and I'll light a big candle for all of us as subscribers and pray and do a release of negative energy and a pulling in of good, and just see how that helps us all. Okay, our own little coven over there. All right, so please, if you can subscribe, it's just $33.33 a month. You get a lot of benefits with that. You get your free readings, you get the candle ritual, you get all the zodiacs. It's good. I think it's worth it. I think it's a great value, and it's very kind of you to support a small little business like mine and just another human that's trying to make it. If you can, that would be great. But yeah, if you guys want to purchase a reading or tarot cards or oracles, those are available also. And if you just want to pay for a private reading, you want to spend 45 minutes with me or 30 minutes with me or 20 minutes with me, I have different levels of readings. You're welcome to purchase that, and I will be zoned in, tuned in to just you. And there won't be any interference of YouTube, any interference of anybody else in the chats or anywhere. It will just be you and me. So if you're looking for a private, more intimate reading, that is available on my website also. Okay? So I appreciate you guys. And like I always say, this is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming, and thank you for watching. And if anybody wants to send Danny any love for his birthday through Cash App, we are going out tomorrow. I'm going to take him to Denver for a little fun. If you guys want to shoot him anything for a coffee or a little gift tomorrow, or hey Danny, you know, I've known you a while, congratulations on being 18, or good luck, or if you guys have any advice you want to give him for being 18, you know, those are totally welcome at Cash App, and it's in the description below. But my Cash App link is let that SHIT go 1111. It's in the description though. But if you guys want to go there and just send anything for him, I always show the kids, you know, my phone, and just show them what comes up on the text, and they're always really, really happy. And everything I do for my kids. You guys know that. I love you guys, and I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow night if I'm back early. I shouldn't be gone all day. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow night. But worst case, you know, if worst comes to worst tomorrow and I don't get back from Denver till late, then I'll see you guys the next day. So I love you guys. Be blessed and have a wonderful night. I hope you have good dreams. Gosh, I really do. And I hope that whatever good can come from these readings is going to come to you. Okay? I love you guys. And good night. Bye, Doja Cell. Bye, Transformation Queen. You still haven't got the login. Oh, my God. Just shoot me in the foot now, girl. Shoot me in the foot. I have forgotten about that. Give me till Friday, Doja Cell. I know I keep saying that, but for real. Give me till Friday. I will get on it. I am a freaking mess. I am busier than a one-legged person in a butt-kicking contest. Like, yeah, try kicking with one leg, you know? I am a busy girl. I'm so sorry, girl. I will address that. In fact, I'm going to put it on a sticky note here in the office, not to forget. That's what I'm going to do. All right, I love you guys. Good night. So much love. Thank you for being here. Bye, TQ. Bye, Carla. Good night. Bye, Insane Justice. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye, Missy. Thank you so much for your super chat earlier. Thank you. Oh, bye. Bye. I love you guys. Thanks for all your comments in the chat. You girls. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye-bye.